Everybody, welcome. It's very nice to meet you all. Let's see who is here. We have Alicia. Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Tish.
Alicia, I almost couldn't find you because I was looking for somebody with the name of Carmen. I had somebody
My name,
register with it. Uh-huh.
my
Is your
name is
name Carmen?
Carmen Alicia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I was looking for you with the name of Carmen, so I didn't find you. Okay, how
Okay.
is everything, Carmen? Good?
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right. So before we start, let me say I am Paola Arias. Okay. And well, I'm from Queens, New York City, but I'm also Colombian. So right now I live in Colombia. And I'm going to ask you some information in order to fill out a characterization sheet, sorry, for the university. So Alicia, can you please tell me how old are you?
Uh, f- 45
Okay,
years
and
old.
45. And what do you do?
I am administrator for kindergarten.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Kindergarten administrator. All right. So you are in a school, right? Administrator at a school.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Alicia?
From Suezca, but I live in Bogota now. Suezca, Cundinamarca.
Okay. Oh, I have a student that is not. Give me 1 second. I have a student that is out of the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. How can I reach him? My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna try to reach him by my cell phone. So, Alicia, what English level are you seeing right now at the university?
In the university is advanced one, but
Advanced
really I think so. Intermediate.
intermediate?
In,
Okay.
in the school is advanced, but I had problem for my vocabulary, my grammar. I
Mhm.
know this middle intermediate.
Okay. And what are your expectations with these classes?
But I want um, practice more speaking because I have to problem but fluid English with good grammatic. But I need to think too much for speaking, but this is my big problem.
Okay. All right. And finally, the last question, Alicia, what are your hobbies?
My hobby, um, watching movies, go the movies, go the cinemas and look the movies.
Okay. Watch movies. Great. Right. Thank you so much for giving me this information. Now I'm going to continue with the next student. I have a situation here with one student and I'm trying to solve it. So just give me one moment.
Okay.
Can you please check again? The group is called Grammar, Grammar Unat. There's a student that he cannot find the meeting. Okay. Paste. Okay. There it is. We are waiting for you. Okay, let's hope he can meet. He can coming to the meeting. All right, so who else is here? Let me check. We have Walton. Hey, Walton. It's good to see you again.
Hello, Paula.
Walton, I think that you already filled out a characterization sheet, right?
Yes.
Yes, I asked you already for your information, so I don't need it anymore in this moment. Okay, perfect. And we are missing another student. Oh, Leonardo is here now. Hi, Leonardo.
Hi, thank you
Okay,
very much for
I'm
inviting
glad you
me.
got it.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, perfect. Leonardo, I'm going to ask you some questions in order to fill out some information that I need to send to the university, and then we start the class, okay?
Okay,
So, you are Leonardo Olaya, right?
yes,
How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
And what is your occupation, Orlando?
Leonardo,
Leonardo, sorry. Yes.
I am a teacher of in English.
English teacher at a school, high school, or just
Primary,
elementary?
yes,
Huh?
primary school,
Okay, and where are you from?
Bogota.
What English level are you seeing right now at the university?
Excuse me?
What English level are you seeing at the university?
Advanced English.
Advanced. And what are your expectations with this class or with these encounters?
Well, I just want to practice my English a little bit with other people.
A little bit with other people. Okay, and what are your hobbies?
Well, I like to read. I like to listen to music, watch movies, things like that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Leonardo. All right, so let's start. So today the topic is American English versus British English. This is a very interesting topic, don't you think? So the question before we start is, how much do you know about the difference between these two languages? So I'm going to start with Alicia. Alicia,
Yes, sis.
what difference exists or do you know that exists between these two English languages?
But I know have clarity for different. I know for the accent and
Okay,
models, but I don't have a clarity in this in the different.
okay, just the accent. You understand that they have very different accents, right?
Yep.
Okay, great. All right. And what about Walton?
Mm, I know that there are some sounds in British English, for example, that in American is different, like mop.
Mm-hmm.
The usage of the R, the musicality and rhythm. Maybe some words are right and different than in American English, and other specific words are pronounced different. Like, for example, neither and neither. That is the only thing that I know.
Okay, very good. Yes, those are very good examples. We have some different pronunciations in some words, different spelling of some words, and even different words for saying the same thing. All right, excellent. What about Leonardo?
Well, I will say this. I will say the same. The two of them. The pronunciation of some words are different. The accent, and some words have a different meaning in British English, like us.
Hmm. Okay, and what is that meaning, for example? Give us an example of that.
I don't remember it very well. I remember it for a TV program a long time ago, but I don't remember exactly the meaning.
All right, so let's start by watching a video with the difference in some words. This is a very short video. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. Yes?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Alicia and Walton?
Have
Yes.
you ever wondered about the differences between UK and US English? Two different words can mean the same thing.
For example, in the UK, we call this a flat.
But in the US, we call this an apartment.
Here are a few more examples from the house. Tap,
Faucet,
box or telly,
TV,
torch,
flashlight,
lift,
elevator,
loo,
bathroom or restroom,
plaster,
bandage,
wardrobe,
closet,
dustbin.
trash can. Thank you for joining us today.
Watch
Okay. So as you can see, these were just a few words, but there are many more like this. Okay. So now I'm going to share you an activity, 1 second, where we can read more about the differences between these two. I don't know if you want to say something about the video before we continue.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My question is that maybe I recognize a specific words and a specific word for referring to an object.
Yeah.
But if I go to England, they're gonna understand me.
That's a very good question. Yes, some people will understand you, but some people won't. They not necessarily have to know each word, you know. For example, the same thing happens in American English. If you go to United States and you are a British person or you speak British English, we can understand you until certain moment. Yes, when there's a word or mostly expressions that are said that we Americans don't understand. Okay.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is difficult. I have talked with British or English people, and it is difficult to understand them. And same thing for them. Sometimes it can be difficult for them to understand us. Not always. We can understand in general and like the main idea. There are some words maybe or some expressions that we don't understand, okay?
Mhm.
But it's in general we can because we're talking about the same language. It's like when you watch Harry Potter. Yes, have you ever watched Harry Potter in English?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I recommend you to do it. Harry Potter's movies are they are spoken in British English. Okay?
Mhm.
So it's very good to hear like a different accent of it. And most of the times, well, you can understand it pretty well, excepting for some words, as I said before. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Very good question. Now here we are in the British English and American English at learnenglish.britishcouncil.org. Okay, so let's look at this website and learn a little bit more about the difference between British and American English. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to ask Leonardo to read this. Read this, please, up to here.
Okay, look at this sentence. Do you know which sentence are more typical of British English or American English? Shall I open the door for you? He's taking a shower. Fran has won the World Cup. I'm not hungry. I just eat.
I just ate. Okay, so the first one, shall I open the door for you? Is this, Leonardo, is this British or American English?
I believe it's British.
Yes, it is, because American English do not use the word shall. Shall is, in American, shall is like using let's, like let's go or let's do this, or like an invitation. Yes. But in British English, they use shall for first person, I and we. Okay, and it's like mostly used for invitations. Okay, what about this one? He's taking a shower. Alicia.
It's American.
American, right? Very
Yeah.
good. Normally, British English, I think they say he's taking a bath or he's bathing. I don't know, but they don't use this that much. France have won the World Cup. Walton.
It works for both.
It works for both, but mostly is more typical of.
World Cup, it's American. No?
No, because of this. American English would say France won the World Cup. They would use this sentence in the simple past.
Okay.
Let me explain a little bit of the difference. British English is very elegant, very formal. Okay, they use the English language in a very correct way. In other words, in Spanish, we would say, ellos no estropean el idioma. Okay? They are very, very, how do you say that word? Very touchy, we can say, with the language, okay? Son muy tocados con el idioma. So in American English, it's the opposite. In American English, ves muchos, how do you say that? Jergas, slangs, okay?
Idioms?
Idioms as well. Okay, so let's continue reading here. Here we have a grammar explanation. I'm going to ask Walton to read this grammar explanation, please.
The main difference between British English and American English is pronunciation. Some words are also different in each variety of English, and there are also a few differences in the way they use grammar. Here are 5 of the most common grammatical differences between British and American English.
Okay, so let's see which are the 5 most grammatical differences. Let's start here reading with next.
My turn?
Okay, yes.
Present perfect and past simple. In British English, people use the present perfect to speak about a past action that they consider relate to the present. The present perfect can be used in the same way in American English, but people often use the past simple when they consider the action finished. This is especially common when the adverbs already used and yet.
Okay, thank you so much, Alicia, for that reading. So here, what Alicia just read is like the answer of what I told Walton here when he said France have won the World Cup. Remember that I told you that American English doesn't use the present perfect that much, that often, as people from England. Okay. So look at this. at the example here. As you can see, all of this here, they are using all the time. They are talking in present perfect. And in American English, they change all of this into simple, past simple. Okay, let's go with the number 2 grammatical rule. Leonardo.
Okay, got and gotten.
Yes.
Okay, in British English, the past participle of the verb get is got. In American English, people say gotten. Note that have got is commonly used in both British and American English to speak about possession or necessity. Have gotten is not correct here.
Okay, very good. That's very important to know. Okay. So have got. Let's look at the examples. You could have got hurt, British English. You could have gotten hurt, American English. He's got very thin. That he's got is he has, right? He has got very thin. He's gotten very thin. She has got serious about her career. She has gotten serious about her career. So when we're talking, for example, have you got the money? About possession. Here we're talking about possession or necessity. Have you got the money or have you got any money? Sorry. We cannot say have you gotten any money. No. Same as we have got to go now. Like it's a necessity. We have got to go now. We cannot say we have gotten to go. Okay, so when we talk about possession or necessity, American English does not use gotten. So just let me know if you have any question while we are explaining, okay? Is
Yes,
everything clear? Yes?
No.
yes, but
Mhm.
I have here the have got much more than have gotten. I mean, in all the TV series and other programs in American English that I have here, they almost always use have got.
More than have gotten,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
right.
It's also used. I mean, United States is very big. Yes? And Walton at the beginning when we were talking, he said something that captured my attention, and it was the pronunciation of either and either. And this doesn't only happen among British and American English. This even happens inside America. There are some states in America that say either, and there are some other states that say either. So you see, there is even a difference between inside the states. Okay, so don't
Okay.
worry about that. It's something normal, but it can happen that way. All right, number 3, Walton.
Verb forms with collective nouns. It is collective.
Yes, collective.
Okay. In British English, a singular or plural verb can be used with a noun that refers to a group of people or things, collective noun. We use a plural verb when we think of the group as individuals, or a singular verb when we think of the group as a singular unit. I didn't understand.
It's a little bit confusing. We'll see it with the example. Don't worry. Continue reading.
In American English, a singular verb is used with collective nouns.
Okay, so let's look at the examples so we can understand. We're talking about nouns in singular and in plural, and the way that they should be used in singular or plural. So it says that in British English, a singular or plural noun can be used with a noun that refers to a group of people. So even if it's singular, even if we're talking about my family, for example, as a unit, a collective noun, yes, they are only one. You can say my family is visiting from Pakistan, or you can say my family are visiting from Pakistan. In American English, no. All groups are referred to one as a singular. Okay, my family is, my team is, the crew is in singular, excepting the police. in both cases, British or American English, the police is used in plural. Okay, is there a question there?
No, but it's a little bit confusing when if you are speaking with a British people.
Yes, yes, it can be confusing because they, for example, if you're talking with somebody from England, you can say, okay, you are mistaking, and they are not mistaken, they are right, but for them, you are the one that's in the mistake. So yes, that's why it's important to learn these grammar rules. Alicia, let's read number 4.
Okay, have and take. The British English, the verb have and take are commonly used with us like bath, shower, was to speak about washing, and with nouns like break, holiday, rest to speak about resting. In American English, only to be take, and not the verb have, is used the way.
Did you understand this? I mean, have and take are very are used in both ways. Like with you can have a bath or take a bath. You can have a shower or take a yes. Have a break or take a break. Have a holiday, take a holiday. Okay. Have a rest, take a rest in British. In American English, you do not use the verb have for any of these. You only use the verb take. Take a bath, take a shower. I've never used take a wash. I don't use that. Take a break, take a holiday, take a rest. Okay? All right, so
Okay.
let's go now with Leonardo. Leonardo, number 5.
Okay, shall. In British English, people use shall I to offer to do something and or shall we to make a suggestion. It is very unusual for speakers of American English to use shall. They normally use an alternative like should or can I, or do you want, would you like, or how about instead.
Imagine, look at all the options that American English uses instead of shall. You see? American English is very, very unusual to see the word shall. So let's look at the examples. It's hot in here. Shall I open the window? So it's like I'm offering myself to do something. American English, it's hot in here. Can I open the window? Shall we meet in the cafe at 5? Do you want to meet in the cafe at 5? It's like a sort of an invitation as well. Shall we try that again? How about we try that again? Okay. Questions there? Okay, so we have all 5 grammar rules. Now let's practice to see how, if we understood these. Is it this one? 1 second. Yeah, okay. I'm going to ask each one of you, so I'm going to start with Leonardo, that was the following, had the following participation. Leonardo, let's read the first one and tell me if it's British or American.
Okay, shall we go for a walk? Is British, obviously.
Obviously. Thank you. Alicia, next.
My computer is working. I haven't gotten anything down. Is American English.
Thank you. I haven't gotten. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, now Leonardo.
Me again? Okay. Can I get you a coffee? It's American too.
Okay. Walton.
His family lives in Helsinki. Helsinki. His family lives American. His family lives. His family lives. ¿Por qué no es lives?
So do you think it's American?
No.
Because American English would say his family lives. They use the family as a collective noun, so it's used in singular, which would be third person. right?
Okay. British.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Alicia?
We'll have a break at 11. Uh, we have British English.
Great. Yeah, because American English would say take a break.
Yeah.
Good. Leonardo?
She got behind with her work recently. Is British. An American will say she's gotten.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And you said the answer as well. Good. Okay.
Did you eat?
Walter.
Did you eat yet? Is British. Did you? Did you eat yet?
Remember that yet is usually used for present perfect or past perfect tenses.
American.
Yeah, because remember that American doesn't use the present perfect tense so much, and instead of it, they use the past simple. Okay, Alicia?
The children are having a bath. Um, is Britannic. In English
It's
is take a bath.
very good. Okay, you got 8 of 8. Excellent. Very good. Now let's go do the second grammar test. Practically the same. Okay. So again, let's start with Leonardo.
They haven't gotten home yet. Is American English.
I'm not going. This time, I am not going to say anything if it's right or wrong. I'm going to be quiet, and at the end, I will check the answers. Okay? Or we will check the answers together. Number 2,
It's my turn.
Walton. No, it's Walton's turn.
Shall we get? Shall we get takeaway for lunch today? It's British.
Okay, Alicia.
The kids are having a nap. The kids are having a nap. No, in English is take. Business English.
Okay.
My turn?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Did you have a piece of cake yet? Did you have a piece of cake yet? I believe is British English.
Okay. Walton.
Liverpool have won the match. British.
Alicia, number 6.
They're not going to the cinema. They already saw the film. This is confused. Let me see. American.
Okay. Leonardo.
Do you excuse me, they are going no, do you want to take a break now? Uh American too.
Okay. Walton.
That restaurant's got really expensive. It's British.
Okay. So we finished. Let's check the answers. Let's see how you guys did by yourselves. Oh, I see a red one there. So we got 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Let's see where was the mistake. And I knew there was the mistake when Leonardo Leonardo said this one, right? Leonardo?
Yes.
You said this one, right? Did you have a piece
Yes,
of cake?
you have
Yes.
a piece of cake yet.
Remember that already and yet are used in the perfect tense.
Yes, that's good.
Sorry, guys, give me 1 second, please. Okay, so yet and already are normally used in the perfect tense, but American English uses it in the past simple. Okay, but everything was very good. Don't worry about that. Has nothing to worry about. Excellent work. Let me know if you got any questions about what we just saw. Okay, I'm sorry, there's some noise around here. Okay, so finally, let's see. Which one do you feel more comfortable using? I'm going to start asking Alicia. Which one do you prefer to use? English, American English, sorry, or British English?
American English.
You feel more comfortable using American English?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Leonardo?
Well, I have more contact with American English, so I feel more comfortable speaking in American English.
Okay. What about Walton?
I feel more comfortable speaking with an American accent, but
Mm-hmm.
I studied phonology, so sometimes I don't pronounce the R.
Mm-hmm.
But when I speak fast, it's only when I speak fast.
So in other words, you're like using both or what?
I didn't
Yes?
understand.
So no, I'm asking in other words, you are telling us that you are using both of them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So let's watch one more video. This video is about the pronunciation, okay? About of both of these. So give me 1 second. Let me share the screen.
Hi, teacher. Hi, everyone.
Hi, what happened? Sorry.
Uh, this is Orlando.
Oh, hello, Orlando.
Hello, sorry to be late.
Oh, you just entered the class? Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right, welcome. We're almost about to finish. So, but don't worry, just stay so you can see this part. All right,
Yeah,
so
I just want to pay attention.
of course. So here we're gonna see a video about the difference in pronunciation that we were talking about at the beginning.
English versus American English pronunciation from espressoenglish.net. You might be able to recognize a British accent or an American accent, but do you know the details of the pronunciation differences? This lesson will teach you some of the major differences between British and American English, although there are some variations depending on what region of the country the speaker is from. British and American English have some differences in the stress of certain words. Listen to the pronunciation, first the British English, and then the American English.
Adult,
Adult,
ballet,
ballet,
brochure,
brochure,
garage,
garage,
vaccine,
vaccine,
advertisement,
advertisement,
hospitable,
hospitable, Some words ending in ILE are also different.
agile,
Agile,
fertile,
fertile,
hostile,
hostile,
mobile,
mobile,
versatile,
versatile. The sound of the letter A is also different in some words where the British pronounce it ah and the Americans pronounce it ah. Listen to the difference.
path, class,
Class,
chance,
chance,
ask,
ask,
after,
after,
can't,
can't,
example,
example. The sound of the letter R is also a little bit different. The R is pronounced stronger in American English. Listen to the difference.
hard,
Hard,
were,
ear,
ear,
pure,
pure,
more,
chair,
chair,
bar,
bar. Words ending in ization are also pronounced differently.
civilization,
Organization,
authorization,
authorization,
globalization,
globalization. The verb form of all these words ends in "eyes." In both British and American English, it's pronounced globalize. But British English continues this same pronunciation in the noun form,
globalization,
and American English changes the sound of the letter I, globalization. Finally, the T sound in the middle of the word can be different in British and American English. In this situation, Americans often pronounce the letter T like a quick D sound. Listen to the difference.
better,
Better,
water,
water,
hated,
hated,
writing,
writing,
bottom,
bottom,
native,
native,
artificial,
artificial,
notice,
notice. If you want to improve your pronunciation,
Okay, so what can we say about this video?
Well, that
Yep.
there are some difference in the pronunciation, in the intonation.
Hmm.
Um,
Like very small? Do you think they are very small or big differences? Alicia, what do you want to say?
yeah, because in the American English, in the second syllable is the accent, or in the middle is the accent. In the Britannic English is different. It's no the accent is no
It's
too
not
hard
in
in
the
the.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. But do you think it is very difficult to understand the difference of these words, and maybe because of the accent of it?
I done some this practice.
Yeah, but in some cases, so well, actually, for me, in many cases, is difficult. In order to some people don't understand when you say or when you use a British accent, and it's because people understand better American accent. So in many cases, you say water, sorry, so you must change well water as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
it isn't so difficult to understand because it's still the same word.
yes, actually yes, but in some cases it's just a pronunciation. Maybe it's some different. but the context you can understand. But another if you say to maybe a word, so people don't understand you. So you may so to maybe say it again the word, but with American accent.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's try. Let's do one more activity to finish. I don't know if somebody wants to say something before doing this activity. Does anybody want to say something about the video?
Not really, but now I remember one word that is say different in British than in American.
Okay. Yes.
The
Tell
word
us.
lavatory. That's
Okay.
how the British say bathroom.
Lavatory. Oh, and we saw another one. No, in the video there was the word loo. They said the word loo for bathroom. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna watch a very short video of Harry Potter just to listen to the British accent. Oh, 1 second. The video started without. One moment. All right. No, I have to unshare because I'm not sharing the audio. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Spinach, liver and tripe. George sweared he got a bogey flavoured one once. These aren't real frogs, are they? It's just a spell. Besides, it's the cards you want. Each pack's got a famous witch or wizard. I've got about 500 myself. Watch it. Ah, that's rotten luck. I've only got one good jump in them to begin with. I've got Dumbledore. I got about 6 of him. Hey, he's gone. Well, you can't expect him to run around all day, can you? Scabbers, by the way. Pathetic, isn't he? Just a little bit. Fred gave me a spell that's to turn him yellow. Want to see? Yeah. Son?
Has anyone seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one.
No.
Oh, are you doing magic? Let's see then.
Sunshine, daisies, buttermellow. Turn this stupid fat rat yellow.
Are you sure that's a real spell? Well, it's not very good, is it? Of course, I've only tried a few simple ones myself, but they've all worked for me. For example, Oculus Reparo. That's better, isn't it? Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter! I'm Hermione Granger. And you are?
Ron Weasley.
Pleasure. You two better change into robes. I expect we'll be arriving soon. You've got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Just there.
Okay. Very good. Did we understand this video pretty easily?
Yes, but I would say that Ron has a thick accent.
Good. That's what I wanted you to notice, Leonardo. Excellent appreciation. I wanted you to notice that the difference in the speaking of Hermione and Ron. They have even though they talk British English, they have very different accents.
Yeah, so Hermione is from London, so the pronunciation change.
Okay, so what about her speaking? How is it different from Ron's?
Oh, well, actually, she's a woman, so in many of the cases, change the voice, change some particular part of the accent. But well, I can find a many difference.
No, not so much. Okay. I want somebody to tell me if they noticed a difference between these two British.
Well, I
speak.
will say that Ron has a more into I don't know how to say it. An intonation different than the rest. I would say. I don't know.
Yes, he has a very different. Okay, I'm gonna say it in another way. He's more from the countryside. Okay, he's not from the city, and you can tell by his speaking. Okay, people from the rural areas of England have a very deep or very marked accent, British accent, and it's really sometimes very difficult to understand them. Okay, even the people that live in the city sometimes have trouble understanding them. Okay.
Yeah,
All
so in fact, I would like so teacher as my recommendation. So
Yes.
Transporting is maybe you consider. Transporting is a British movie. So actually, it's a Scotland movie film, and I recommend because it's very difficult. Try to understand it.
Yes, it is. Can you please write the name in the chat?
Yeah,
Thank
But
you so much.
transport isn't British. It's Scotland.
It's transportation.
Transportation, yes, but
Yes,
it's Scotland. And
It is
they
Scotland.
have a very different accent.
Yes,
There are many different ways of speaking English, of course, but we can learn a little bit about each one of them. I want to ask Orlando something. I just noticed that Orlando has a little bit of a British accent when he's speaking English.
Yes, I feel more comfortable speaking British English because I have the opportunity to work in Egypt, and I meet a lot of people from the UK and from the countries like USA and from Canada as well, and from Australia and New Zealand, and all of them had a very different accent. I did meet an Irish person, and oh my goodness, it's complicated understand in some of the cases. But
We were
the most
asking, sorry, go ahead.
so no, it's more well. In some cases, it's complicated. Is understand Scotland accent, but Irish accent has a more letter R pronunciation. It's more strong. It's stronger that pronunciation, the letter R.
Okay, I was asking at the beginning about how people felt, how each one of you guys felt according to English, American or British English, and all of the students that were here said that they felt more comfortable with American English. So when I heard you, well, you arrived after that, and I wanted to ask you because of that. So not many people tend to feel comfortable with it, but it's very good. All right. Anyway, I'm going to send the link of the British Council, that the website that we used today in order to learn some of the differences. So if you want to continue reading it afterwards, would be okay. And well, that's it for today's class. I don't know if you guys want to say something else.
No, everything was good. So I was late, but I enjoyed this short meeting.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating. I hope you learned a lot from today's lesson. And it was very nice to have you all here, okay? Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank
Bye-bye,
you.
everyone. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Alicia.